have been joined by Matthew Wade. Matthew, first of all, welcome to One Cricket. First of all, let's start with your experience of 100. You have played here before, so can you please talk about this particular format?
Yeah, I played the 100 last year. I was really impressed with it. The timings obviously a little bit shorter than T20 and really family friendly to get kids to come and watch the games. The females obviously play before the males as well, so you can get in early. The crowd, get to watch 2 matches, and because of the time, it's really attractive to everyone. I really enjoyed it. It's no running in between overs type of thing. 10 balls at each end is something that takes a little bit of getting used to, but fastens the game up quite a lot. So any little innovations like that, I think, are important to keep the game moving forward.
Since you play franchisee cricket in different part of the world, and you have played fair bit of international as well, so do you think that the cricket is more of changing more? It is more into like soccer or football, like franchisee-based tournaments are taking over. International cricket is. You have seen what one-day cricket team these days teams tend to play less amount of one-day cricket. So what is your take on this?
Yeah, I think it's slowly moving maybe towards that. Last 5 years there's been a lot of franchise cricket, and now a lot of the Indian teams owning 3-4 different teams in different countries. Indian franchises, move towards a player eventually playing a little bit more of that stuff. But I think it's easy to talk about, but New Zealand players, they sometimes play franchise cricket over international cricket. Times, yeah, exactly right. So there's times that it happens. I think it'll all just work itself out. I don't think it'll go too fast, too quick, and then we'll be in trouble with international cricket. International cricket is still going to play a huge part around the world, and there's going to be plenty of international cricket. But yeah, I think there's going to maybe the ICC and the franchises almost will have to speak and work a schedule out where it can all work together over the next, we're talking the next 10 or 20 years. These players are going to be playing and the franchises are going to be around. So it's going to happen, but it won't be fast, I don't think.
So you will see that not many of Jason Roy's or Trent Bowles coming up. Maybe they can ignore national contract and play franchisee cricket as a freelancer.
I think people are going to have the option to play franchise cricket over international cricket if they choose. But there's still big series like the Ashes you can see here, or the World Cup's coming around. Any international match in India is huge. Players absolutely are committed to international cricket and love playing the international format. It's just, there'll be a niche market for players maybe that have played a long time of international cricket and coming towards the end of their career that they might do this for a little bit of time. It might be a younger player that maybe isn't going to play as much international cricket. There'll be plenty of different examples, but at the moment international cricket's still first and foremost for most.
Yeah, what do you think about this England way of playing Test cricket? They say that they want to make Test cricket more exciting, more entertaining for the crowd by playing like a certain way. Recently, Babar Azam, the Pakistan captain, also said that they are also influenced by this, and they play a similar kind of cricket in Sri Lanka as well. So do you think the teams will, going forward, will be more inclined to play like this?
I think Test cricket is entertaining anyway, regardless of how you play. That's just my opinion. But I think the game was moving towards scoring quicker anyway. So I think England have probably fast-tracked the way teams are playing from the style that they've come out. But I think Test cricket was not slow run rates, to be fair. Like, people were still hitting the ball a lot. Teams were making 400 in a day. So it's been a bit of a shift, and they've certainly taken it to another level, going quite hard all the time. And teams, I think they will evolve as well in this. England as well, to just come out and go as hard as you want for as long as you want can work in some places. Then other places it's quite challenging. Like if you go to India and the ball's spinning quite a lot, it's going to be hard to just go and hit the ball for 6 every ball. That's another unique challenge. So, T20 players are more prevalent in Test cricket, so the scoring will obviously increase, and England have done it really effectively in the last 18 months, and teams will, I'm sure, look to push the run rate up a bit. Whether it's to the way England are playing or not, I'm not sure.
What's your favorite Stuart Broad moment? I'm sure you know that. He has announced.
Obviously in 2019 when I played, he was knocking Davey over all the time, which was not so entertaining for us, but like just to see, you know, the way that he can bring the crowd in the game in England and turn a match by himself is pretty impressive. So no particular moment, just, you know, watching him play Test cricket in England he's certainly top of his game.
Finally, you have played a lot of cricket back in India. The World Cup, 50-over World Cup is happening in India. So what is your prediction for the World Cup? And if you can pick the 4 semi-finalists?
That's a tough one. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. I think I haven't sat down and worked out where teams are going to be playing and what the venues are.
Yeah.
I think that's going to play.
Most of the IPL venues are.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, if you play Afghanistan at Chennai and the wicket's spinning, then that's a really tough match for some people. So to not know exactly where everyone's playing is hard to predict. But you would think, you know, I like India, obviously. I think, you know, Australia will be there or thereabouts as well. England, the way that they're playing, it's tough. But if I sat down and looked at the fixture, I think I could maybe narrow it down. But you know, you don't want to get there. Some of the teams are still really, really strong in their own right, and you know, anyone.
My final question: you have played a lot of cricket alongside Hardik Pandya, who has been, you know, projected as the next white ball captain for India. He has recently captained yesterday night. He captained a team, an Indian white 50-over team as well.
Yeah.
What is your take on his captaincy, his leadership method?
Yeah, I think Hardik could be a wonderful captain for India, and I think it's then the evolution and the next one for sure. The thing I love about his captaincy is it's very selfless. It's not an individual. He wants people to go out and play a certain style, and he wants people to try and win games for India. He doesn't necessarily focus so much on the individual accolades, and I think that's come from, you know, his upbringing and where he bats in the Indian team, or where he has batted. You know, his job's been to go out there and win games, and I think, yeah, as we move towards Hardik as captain, I think India are going to be a dangerous team if they all start playing like that.
Thank you, Matthew. Thank you for your time, and I wish you all the best for the year 100 and beyond.
No worries.